The Steel City might be most associated with its legendary NFL franchise, but people here in Pittsburgh know that the ties to the Panthers run deep. Glad to have you with us here at Acrisure Stadium, home to the Pittsburgh Panthers. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
I love when you run this play because it forces the defense to react. Do you want to spin a safety down? Somebody better keep contained. Very hard to defend the jet sweep. It's a very good play, especially when you got somebody with speed taking that handoff.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Safe completion on the screen. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a crease. It's Riley. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Pitt. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do now. Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Running it to the right. Got room at the 35. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They're going to ride this running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Looking to buy time. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And the ball is intercepted. Looking for more room. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Panthers. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Now on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Using his feet to buy time. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Panthers! These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quickly complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Going up top on first down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Oh, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Offense set on first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're a little water guns. They play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
He'll try the left side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get laddered up.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Leaves it with the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And the Panthers have it with a 1st and goal. He makes the connection. Touchdown, Pitt! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State ready to send out that offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And a great job on the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd. Going for the big play. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Offense getting set for first down. They go to the ground. Just ran him over.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They want to run it left here. On the move at the 30. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Boy, you start day one training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need it.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Renfro. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Caught in the backfield. It's gone. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Woolen. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
On the ground, it's Riley.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll run it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Broncos will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking to throw on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the... And the ball's out, and they're after it. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground.